Try to remember for next game. I can play TA over Lamp too. There's probably a Lamp deck.
Not in epochs, eras, eons.
Hey, truce test. I can tell. I can tell. Hey, it's behind Sun. Hey, Waka. So let's just lead on this.
Your soul will propel this launch.
First Druid White Frost is sick. We're pretty about Frost for now. Probably play a couple of decks. Just get an assassination. Wow. Trade up 4 points to an assassination. I guess I'll play this while I have the Frost. Boy, this is an 8. Yeah, I don't know about this list. Feels a little sketch.
No good wine will come.
Yeah, we played Sunset Wanderers for like an hour. Card seems very good. Run this out, try to get round control. He has a Veil, but whatever.
I help you.
Hey, Thomas. Playing Elder for more devotion payoff. I'm kind of just playing Elder because it's a good card. I don't know. I just like deploys as a 12, and then if it lives, it's getting 2 points a turn. Plays for what, like 10 tempo? Wild Hunt feels good now. You're the first person I've heard say that.
Yield and save me some time.
Imagine not playing Wanderers. I guess not everyone has Wanderers. Never mind. I'm not used to card availability being an issue in Gwent. This. Yeah, we played it for like an hour-ish before the stream ended. Card seems very, very good. Maybe going alright. Hyperthin variant? No. I just played it in Soldiers. It was very good. I'll just long round them. I've got Ancient Foglets that I'm drawing towards. I'm down a card, but I don't know, I probably scale better than he does. I have no idea. No tortoise. I mean the only good Necrodancer song. That whole OST is fire. What is this? Come on. How am I missing everything? That's messed up. What? Oh my god, I can't beat that card! Do I just like Ardgeth? Nope, I do not Ardgeth. Yikes. It's probably pretty good with the discard package. I have a couple decks built. I wanted to try this first though. I think I have one for like almost every faction. Guess I'm just doing this. Oh, I should have put this melee though. I know he's playing Assassination. I guess I'd rather him assassinate this than assassinate this though. This isn't growing that much more.
My powers are yours to command. We make certain that Naglfar is ever sated.
Truth is a shard of ice.
I sense strong magic.
So I don't have Devo for this. I guess I'll just Bruiser this turn. Move something into the Frost. Frost to align for Glusty. Yeah, why not? We also have Damage Crone. We have a Parian Phantom that can deal 3. Do this now for another Naglfar's crew.
Then burn it with the rest. Are you cold, human innocent? It won't be long.
Now, is this one turn too much, Frost? I think this is one turn too much.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
There we go. Problem solved.
We shall see what the future holds.
Nothing like the skin of you. Their hair, so silky.
Not gonna want 3 points of thinning. I mean, there's different ways to take advantage of it. Decks like Tactical Decision or decks with a discard package, decks that play like Snowdrop or Istrid, all can generate extra value on Sunset Wanderers. You sort of want to be a deck that's able to give up round 1 too. Like if you're a deck that has to fight over round 1 and Wanderers always comes out in round 1, it's quite a bit worse. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I mean 6 instead of 9 is significant. Why was there an Yghern in this deck? How does this card make any sense? I thought there were gonna be like alchemists or something, but he was just hyper thin. Yeah, you can't even use it as a boost target. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of expected. Jinmeri did the math. It's like 400 kegs to have a 50% chance to get it. It's pretty messed up. I think the Yghern costs 8. It might cost 9. But I think it costs 8. Just don't be Brits.
Gotta hand it to you. Good work.
Hey, Pikachu. Sorting out crew.
Run, run, not get far.
bit alive. This is our second game. The first game we missed all our golds and our opponent played Yghern Immortal. It was an impressive way to lose. Do you know how hard it is to beat Yghern Immortal when you're trying to apply Frost to your opponent's side of the board? You know how hard it is to beat a Greatsword when you're trying to apply Frost to your opponent's side of the board? Oh no. Oh no. Wanderers, we weren't planning on playing this week anyway. Yeah, it's not a huge deal, but it is a little frustrating for players who want to play this week. Yep. The full mega scoping. Oh yeah, that's a card. Huh. Let's go value frosts. Whether you're on board with the thing in beta. Yeah, weather just lasted forever unless you cleared it. There are ways to get rid of weather, but it was a permanent effect. At least permanent for the round. If you passed, the weather went away.
Nothing like skin. Their hair, so silky.
Why Clear Skies is removed? Because there's no need for cards like that. Just too situational. They didn't want that type of tutor effect, and they don't want just like weird binary answers on an axis that rarely matters. It's like the same reason why artifact removal had to go. A little less extreme, but same idea. Is this deck good? It doesn't look good at the moment. But I'm also playing against Greatswords and Yghern Immortals, so I don't know if these are the most representative games. I'm getting absolutely destroyed by Greatswords and Yghern Immortals, though. Just depends if you want the Frost in multiple rounds. I think this deck wants the Frost in multiple rounds. Like, you actually have a reason to want Frost, an extra point on all your Wildland stuff. Like, that could have maybe been true in the past. I don't know that it's still... Holy shit, we won this round? Never mind, this deck is broken. 100 kicks before realizing your cable's match. Nice. Nice! Oh yeah, Ancient Foglet too. Ancient Foglet's a big reason to want it. Six or 600 bear. At least you're paying attention. I don't think I would have noticed. But I did also go into the deck builder first to make sure the card was in my game. I guess I'll long round you. Pretty bad. Too much Frost. Well, originally it was too much Frost. I think ever since Ancient Foglet, you've wanted the Ardgith in multiple rounds enough that it was worth it. If you're not playing full weather, Ardgith is kind of bad. Like, if you just want to pull Winter Queen, you're probably better off playing Red Riders. But if you're going all in on Frost payoffs, not playing Ardgith just seems like it has to be wrong. It's a lot of missing cards. But there's also a potentially bricked Ardgith. I'll just, like, Naglfar into my good card. It'll be fine. I mean, it depends. There's a lot of ways Frost can lose value. Like, your opponent can play a Covenant of Steel, or your opponent can play a Greatsword, or your opponent can play an Yghern Immortal. Can't beat any of these cards. Oh, this is messed up. I guess I'll just start with this. I have movement. If he tries to like dagger me, I have 2 charges. I think he's Red Riders too. I don't know, I had too much Frost last game.
I promise you a quick death.
Does deck need a Heat Wave? Well, it can't really play a Heat Wave because it's Devo. If you were to build a non-Devo version, you'd probably play Heat Wave. I'm gonna do this just so that I can get my Oberon down.
Creatures, they shall not be released.
Next turn I'll play the Gills. Oh my god.
I will lop off 3 heads with one
Okay, whatever. Looking somewhat okay. Yeah, it could be worse. Orcorn Gills. Yeah, Gills is sick. Boosted by 2. 1 from the Oberon, and then 1 for Frost, because of the new White Frost ability. Whenever you play a Wild Hunt unit, boosted by 1 if there's Frost in the opposite row. That's why I had Leader Charge this the turn before. Nice, Drift was right. That had to be a misclick. Or he just doesn't know how his cards work. Considering the mouse over, probably the second one. There's Dagger. Fortunately, there's way too much Frost back here, but I'm not gonna not move the Dagger. Older.
Why should I help you?
He's a Glusty. If you look at how bad your options are, Glusty starts to make a lot of sense.
Better off giving up now.
What's my intent for that? Top end card. It's either that or I play Yghern Ozzrel in my deck that doesn't go tall. I guess it kind of goes tall with Ancient Foglets, but I never draw Ancient Foglets, so they don't really count. I am playing the weather boosty bronze. It's just never in my hand. Is there any way you can justify playing Corinthier?
The North shall tuck tail
Not
and
easily.
beg for mercy.
Whoa. Corinthier on Aridon. You're trying to Corinthier for what is sometimes a 1-point return engine. Tyrant title? It's from like old faction challenges. I don't know if they still give it out anyway. I'm Elder early. It's generally the idea.
When the white frost comes, the world will at last be cleansed.
yours to die.
Yeah, so I guess there's just no way to get it right now. This is so expensive. Ox is just the same cost as Duragare. What?
Your foot.
It's the Devo Duragare.
Sing along.
He's probably doing some kind of Witcher stuff if he's playing Ox instead of Albas. It's probably like a backup Gwen target. Whoa.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
I don't know. Faction challenges and journeys are kind of different things. I don't think they replaced faction challenges with anything. Are things? Things are going alright. Can't complain.
Why should I help you?
Guess let's fight over round one. Draw Wanderers. You start with Wanderers in your hand every game. You can't miss it.
Just great.
Oh my god. Okay, well at least we're getting out payoffs. Oh, Aridin sick now too. Aridin also just deploys with an extra point. Probably not. It's a little bit too hard to get away from Deadeye Ambush. If you want to play elves.
Nothing rivals skin you. Their hair so silky.
Nah, Deadman's Tongue does no longer show the deck position. Reveal Strong. I think most of these lists aren't playing Tibor, they're just playing Imperial Golem. But yeah, same sort of idea. They buffed it a bunch.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night.
Okay. Yeah, like at least I'm getting good cards. Seems the only viable. What? No. Everyone's still figuring shit out. It's literal patch day. People are trying Hyper Thin because it got a bunch of buffs. I'm sure Ball is still good. Ball didn't really change. So what, 8 and 10? Eh. I can't be too sad with the result of that round. Giving up round control is a little bit scary, but... Bruce. Also worried about bricking gills.
A fitting gift for our king.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being good. It wasn't bad last season. Gills is a break. This thing's just bad enough that okay, well. We're gonna be looking for Oberon. I guess I'll just lead Brewis. Yeah, I usually like updates. Around the end of the month it becomes a bit of a slog, but match days are pretty exciting. It's just great deck building, chat. Just top tier, unbelievably good deck building. Did you just forget to add 4P card? Oh no, he has tortoises. It's just good deck building. Oh, I don't really want to give the boost to this, do I? I could just eat it, but then there's probably an invo. Let me do this, I guess, and then roll this.
Toss it onto the pile, then burn it with the rest.
Does something. No, I've not played NR Witches. I have a mage deck built. Plays Wanderers.
I do not mince words. On principle.
Your souls will propel this long ship.
I'll eventually get this down. The warrior. Rather not go 16 on my Brewis. Wait, this is a 5. He's got 5 damage. He can also kill the Kikimori. What? Okay. He's even playing extra portal targets.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
It's rank 3. It's rank 3 on patch day, too. So this is like the old pro rank players. I mean, Elderbear's not that bad. Like, this card's better than Noonwraith. People play Noonwraith.
Now.
I'll go with Matic. That's a thing you could do. It's not what this deck is doing. No, my 10. Oh. Devo. I mean, Noonwraith you can use to clog your opponent's side of the board. There is some utility in Noonwraith, like a procs Haunt. You would just play it in decks for the downside. It's not really a downside. You get incidental clog too. Against like Nilfgaard sometimes, you'll consume your Noonwraith to stop them from being able to play their last couple cards. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna kick this for now. That's a much better Evo card to have in hand round 1. I'm not liking playing against Flurry all the time. It's my second Flurry queue. What's up with that? The deck link. Yeah, you can write the Glusty. True. Isn't it hard to set up the Glusty? Yeah. I'm happy consuming just like 2 things with it though. I'm not greedy. How's Glustyworp so far? I haven't drawn it yet. This is my first game having it. I played it in decks like this before, though they were non-devo, so I had a Merrick DeBrock to line it up as well. players from the same region together. I know it used to have like non-strict regional matchmaking, like really loose regional matchmaking, but I don't know that it still does. It was a long time ago that it did. It was never strict either. Like it used to like prefer to match with people from your region, but if there was no one available, it would open up pretty quick. Red Riders. No, I don't think you want to play Red Riders and Ardgith. That seems like a bit much. Like Lusty. Look at the other top end cards you can play for monsters. They're all terrible. If Glusty eats 2 things, it's the best card I can play in the slot. Why Crones? Why not Crones? It's kind of good. Nithral. I think it's way too easy to trade up with Nithral. Maybe if I was playing Defender, but I don't have that many engines. That's another way you could build a deck. I should do the deck link. All in 4P artifacts. No. I'm Devo, and you can't boost the Foglet the turn it comes out. So your Mega Skipped Foglet just dies to 4 damage. The good thing about Ancient Foglet is it doesn't die to 4 damage. Raindrops. Alright. That is queued. It's boosted by Frost because of my leader. Whenever I play a Wild Hunt unit boosted by 1, if there's Frost in the opposite row. No tortoise. So he has a 5. He's threatening to heal his coral. I'm just gonna play the Glusty. It's good enough. If he wants to use removal on it, it's fine. It's probably not getting better later on either. Sunset card move in the opponent's hand. Yeah, I've heard. Glusty value happen often. This is the first game that we've drawn Glustyworp. I don't think it's very hard to get good Glusty value. I've played it in decks like this before, though they were non-Devo. So I had like Mirk de Brock.
I hate portals. Not your lucky day.
Yep. If I do this 17. You could just save them for Oberon. He's gonna have Megascope Greatswords is the problem. I don't know. No, they definitely should. Do you know how miserable it would be having to track that card in your opponent's hand? You have to pay attention as they're playing cards to see where the cards in their hand are coming from to know where the Wanderer is. That would be so jank. Really hate how they can't just craft the new card. I agree. I think we're 2-1 right now. We lost to an Yghern Immortal. We've beaten a Greatsword. We've beaten Hyperthin. Yep. Sunset Wanderer works with no drop in TA. Or in Tactical Decision. We were playing it last night with Tactical Decision. I mean, Frost Sticks do it, you can click Phantom to do it. You have Damage Crone. You don't need to consume that many things for it to be good. You have Wild Hunt Warrior. many kegs? It was like 250, I think. Something around there. I'm not sure. It's on YouTube. Proto-flitter instead of Glusty. I don't know. Could. My leader boost that card? There was no frost on the opposite row. It only boosts when there's frost.
We raid, we fight, we plunder. Full service.
Not expecting that.
I have lived long and seen all, and I am born with it.
Fire Screw's kind of good. I don't quite have too much frost either. Yeah, sure. It doesn't just die to 2 damage either. It was like 250. I'm not exactly sure the number. You can look at the YouTube video and just look at the before and after keg count. Our party people. Do that. It is queued. And then Tortoise. Nope. No Tortoise. If he ends up being a deck with Rolax stuff and I get punished for using a White Frost charge, I'll feel pretty silly. Poison Jam is also queued. Yeah, just Mega Scoped Swords. Leading the Raider a better move since the Great Swords are taller.
Double the time and consider it.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Does it matter? I think both rows are fully frosted for the rest of the game. $310. Okay, thank you. Nope, no pirate ideas. I guess I'll kill this greatsword. Oh, this is first Crone. Never mind. I should have looked at my deck. I'll kill this greatsword. I'm a little worried about like Morkvarg winning him the game. Yeah, of course. It's the only thing in the deck that goes tall, which is kind of awkward. Okay, super punished for my sequence. Couldn't have been punished more. Let's see if it matters. I don't think it will. Yeah. But yeah, like the Ancient Foglets just gave my opponent 2 tall removal targets. Those otherwise. I could use them to try to like make room for Yghern Ozzrel. Try to overload tar removal a little bit better. No tortoise. Again? Okay. You can probably play the Pirate Slippy deck. I don't know. I didn't really get anything from the patch. Work here with the tall Foglets. No, the Foglets aren't reliable enough. Like we're saying, like they're the thing that bait out the opponent's tar removal. So if they just die, you're almost Wrath playing for like 7 or 8. Just want to do a little better than that. Yeah, this is really hard to beat. Yikes.
A fitting gift for our king.
Glusty in this deck for value. You consume 2 things, it's the best 9p card you can play. Not hard to consume 2 things.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Poor streamer's been answering the same 3 questions. To be fair, when I put Glusty in this deck, I knew it would be the only question I'd be answering all night. People don't understand Glusty. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I don't want to fight this portal. Like, anytime you put Glusty in a deck that isn't Swarm, people ask why Glusty. People think Glusty's a Swarm card. It's just not. Yeah. It's a hand. If he goes for the bleed, it's pretty good at surviving it. Non-Devo operator version. The Wanderer's End deck seems great. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Stare at me stupid and see what happens.
We make certain that Magnifier is ever sated.
I've got a bunch of Sunset Wanderers decks that I plan on playing later. Ow.
Ha! Yet another horn for my collection.
Yes, that's the deck link. I mean, I can move this thing away. And then play my riders. Let's see, Iwankaka's. Think I have any answers against She Who Knows Kostré? No, you can put both the Kostrés in one row to make them overswarm with them.
Why don't train on the cone? I hate it.
But the matchup's probably pretty bad. Maybe you can like keep their board small in round 1 with Frost, so they can't Devo you quickly and then try to get round control. Ugh. Ugh. This is all just one gigantic oof. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the great swords just never grow. I don't know how likely that is, but I can dream.
Any last words?
Geralt of Rivia.
That's Kai cellmate tower.
Hey, Ragif. What's the purpose of Crones? Value. I don't know, what monsters cards do you want to play? You run out of playable cards pretty quick. Some big boys for dominance. The deck generally doesn't go very tall. It's possible that Ancient Foglets wrong too.
I'll cleave you in two.
But yeah, that's the other approach, is you build it with tall stuff. I don't think you want this deck list anymore, because we're losing to great swords.
Are you cold, human insect?
I mean, this matchup's just a nightmare. I don't think it matters how you build the deck. You're going to lose to the great sword fish flapper deck. I don't think Ardgeth is wrong. I think even if you don't have Foglets, you want Ardgeth for extra White Frost value.
Hearers, behold our new home.
Yeah, but like you don't really plan on playing warriors. There's a lot of value in just not going tall, too.